Hey guys, how's it going? So, with the ending of the first season of Beyblade X in Japan, obviously the dub is still going. I wanted to sort of talk about my favorite releases during the first season of Beyblade X. So, I'm going to give my top 5 favorite releases for Beyblade X during season 1. This is not going to be based off of necessarily how good they are competitively, although some of them are decent, some of them a little bit less so. But these it's mostly off of aesthetic. So there's going to be some recolors in here, just some stuff that I generally think is pretty cool. I'm interested to know everybody's sort of favorite releases for season 1 so far. It can be a recolor, it can be stock, sort of whatever you guys think is coolest, I guess. So let me know down in the comments. Obviously, hit the like for the algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and get into it. So just to get it out of the way, we've got Leon Claw. You guys know Leon Claw is probably my favorite Beyblade X release to this date. Specifically, the gold one is my favorite recolor. I'm hoping that we get some more recolors of it in the future. Maybe Hasbro will give us some recolors. I don't really know. There's only 3 recolors of Leon Claw. So you've got the standard version, the gold one, and then the red one. It would be cool to get a couple other recolors. I feel like almost every other blade has had multiple recolors, save for like the UX stuff. So hopefully that happens at some point. But gold Leon Claw looks really cool. The gold paint I really like, and sort of the color change for the chip design, the darker color scheme, I think looks really cool. Yeah, one of my favorites. So next up, we've got the blue plated cobalt Dron sword. So this is a Koro exclusive release. Obviously, the blue paint with the red accents looks really cool, but I really like the backstory for this one. So in one of the chapters of Beyblade X, it shows a backstory of Cross and how he got Dron Sword, and this blue plated version is actually the original version of Dron Sword that he obtained from his sensei or his teacher that was training him how to be better at Beyblade X. So if you guys want to check out that video, I did do a video on the history of Dron Sword. Yeah, the blue plated one is definitely really cool, definitely one of my favorites. Next up, we have the sort of violet, pink, purple Viper Tail. Viper Tail is one of my favorite blades. It has a really interesting shape. I like how sort of the blade sort of curves down. It's really fun for like ratchet attack builds. And I really like the pink version. I put a Berry Bomb sticker on this one. I think the recolor's really cool. And Viper Tail in general, I just really like the shape and design of. Next up, we have the blue Sphinx Cowl. This came in a random booster, and is probably my favorite recolor. I really like this, like the stock color of Sphinx as well, but the blue version, I don't know, it does something for me. Kind of reminds me of the blue Anubis from Metal Fight, but I'm a sucker for sort of Egyptian themes in Beyblade in general. I'm just a fan actually of Egyptian mythology, Egyptian history, so the blue recolor of Sphinx is very cool. I love the translucent blue with sort of the light blue chip color. I think it looks really cool. It's definitely one of my favorite looking, even if Sphinx is not necessarily like what most people would consider the best. I still really like the design of this release. And then the last, which is I guess a little more recent, is the Vice Tiger release. So I love the aesthetic of Vice Tiger. I wish it was a little bit better. But aesthetically, it's definitely one of my favorites. I think it looks super cool. I'm surprised we haven't gotten any sort of recolors of it. I expect maybe we get one this year at some point, random booster or something. I'm hoping anyway, because I do really like the design of Vice Tiger. It is one of my favorites, and I'm a sucker for anything feline themed, but just sort of the intricacies and the design of the blade itself, I think looks really cool. So that is my top 5. That wasn't in any specific order. I just sort of wanted to make a quick video talking about sort of my top 5 favorites aesthetically. Obviously, if I was to do this sort of in terms of like what was my top favorite competitive blade, that would be a little bit different. But I wanted to just talk about what I liked in terms of appearance and aesthetic. So like I said in the beginning of the video, very interested to know everybody else's sort of favorite releases so far. So definitely let me know down in the comments. I'm interested to know sort of what everybody's gravitating towards. There's others that I like as well. So any that aren't mentioned doesn't mean I don't necessarily like those or whatever. These are just, I wanted to pick 5 that I thought would really encompass what I liked aesthetically. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, hit the like for the algorithm, subscribe if you haven't already for future Beyblade content, and I will see you guys in the next one.